welcome. This is last presentation for today. And I will narrowing the subject because most of the presenters, they're trying to share the big pictures. And I will more to one case study, but demonstrating what Marco said, creativity is more producing impact, right? And also solving the problem. This is actually begin when we established the Bali Creative Community in 2006. And until 2011, yes, we are campaigning what we call now as the creative economy. Campaigning what is the benefit and impact, but then after that we realize we should entering new chapter, because most of the people now, they believe and trust creativity is just like magic to change something become things, you know. We realize then how if we use creativity also not just equal with achievement, meaning in terms of value, money, but in terms of something more bigger than that. In Bali or Indonesia in general, and I think most of Asian countries, lots of resources that cannot be managed, and also lots of social problem. Then we think that how if we use that creativity to make impact on that. So we decide the next chapter of our movement in Bali Creative Community since 2012 until now is more into practical things in actually what we call design for impact. How use creativity to producing impact and solving the problem. The tasking is maybe like most of the programs shared by the presenter, is how we create models of leadership and then also collaboration and value creation. And regarding destination, as we read and now from the references, different destination, they have different resources and of course different problem, and they need also different treatment. So we value our destination and also the citizen inside the destination, because they are one of the resource on the destination beside maybe other resources like commodities, products, culture, and some of other resources. This is our approach. In the destination or places, we have resources, and how we use design as a value system for resources management, for example. And one of the quotes we found from the International Conference of Design for Sustainability is how right now we need to create design as a new value system, not just creating new products or new architecture or new everything like what Marco addressed. And this is the highlight of how the value system can be created. Of course, the destination is to go to the sustainability. And this is also one of approach that we trying to implement. The first is how we merge creative and social together, yeah, in the entrepreneurship, and then from there, how we produce creative and social innovation, and of course, this is for livable destination or whatever we can name it. And from there, this is what we're trying to produce or create, producing three things, not just financial profit, this is actually the issue that we bring on the program, how we make sustainable business, sustainable design or sustainable brand, good business, good design or good brand, and responsible business, responsible design or responsible brand. And we tried with this case first. There are one actually foundation, Vishnu Foundation, yeah. After 20 years establishment, like many other NGO, Vishnu Foundation is a foundation. Their program is more in community development, environmental awareness, and also ecotourism. But in 20 years of their journey, only less people involved. Not so many people even know what they're doing, what they did in the village, and what is the result. They don't know. So our idea is how not to create new ideas, but more to how we endorse or reinventing existing idea. So the idea is owned by Vishnu Foundation. We try to propose them how, if as an NGO or foundation you have new platform, so will be more value to be over to wider people. And then our over to them is how become like future NGO, where the vision is enterprise-like and then participatory and more sustained. And the program, after decided, after the committee and the foundation in the foundation agree, our issue is how in the future the foundation will have a place where they can share the idea to more people, and also how also to more getting public involvement in the programs, and of course to develop entrepreneurship. And this is the method how we develop that idea using what we call design thinking, or sometimes we say it like slow design. And in the beginning, when we explore what they have in 20 years, we found that their big asset is in three things: people, place, and programs. So we developed this, and the foundation, they have 1 hectare land in Kuta. Kuta is the biggest area for tourism in Bali, and very expensive. And can you imagine how the 1 hectare land is still a raw land, where beside the land is villa, hotel, and tourism facilities. So our idea is how we make equal value while we develop the land, but not following the existing tourism facilities surrounding. The first step is how we make a brief that we'll share with the team. The team is other expertise that can be a team to develop the idea. This is kind of expert involvement. Any provision, architect, product designer, interior designer, visual communication designer, landscape designer, lighting designer, and many more. And this is the process how we explore the data, and then also so many meetings. Maybe in the first 3 months we use to explore what is the value of 20 years, the journey of the foundation. And then based on that data, we're producing so many planning, and one of the planning is how we manage the site. The pictures below is the zoning when we create or plotting the function on the land. And this is the process where we explore the possibility on that land. This is the land when we will later develop, become something. And this is the first design. And this is only half of 1 hectare, because the rest we still keep it as a paddy field or sawah that we use to learn about organic farming, and also to plant the variety of rice that's not plant anymore, like black rice, brown rice. And this is the next half of the hectare. We use as a mix of function. There are a public library, and then a public gallery, and also so many open space there where so many activities can be held. And the most important thing is how we design this together as a good process, how we define to use local material and use material. Also in terms of approach to green architecture, is so many open space where not just light but also the circulation of air will be very nice. This is some of use material we use. Even the stones is not new stone we buy, but we try to search in the island, and the stone is the waste after for the making of the temple, including also some of the wood. We use wooden pallet, and this is the making. The making is including also how the community that partner of the foundation. They'll involve in the making of the building. For example, for the roof, we use bamboo roof, and the bamboo roof idea is from one of the village that one of the partner from for the foundation. And we use red bricks, and this is half done development, and this is finishing touch, where we use also something not new actually. This is art from the village, and we use also the coffee plant for divider on toilet. This is done already. We use LED supported by one of LED company in Jakarta. And in the other corner of the area, and this is the building for the coffee shop, and the future the coffee shop name is Kopi Culture. The Kopi Culture idea is also how connecting farmers with market. So we make their coffee become quality coffee, and we sell the coffee here. And on June, Kopi Culture will have 3 new outlets in Yogyakarta, Jakarta, and Bali because of that, the ideas of connecting the farmers with the market. You see the expose of bamboo in the building. This is interior of the coffee shop. This is inside the community gallery. This is the public library. We have like about 4,000 titles there, and the books, most of the book is donated by organization or individual, and most of the book is about ecology, environmental, and also social humaniora. This is also the looks of library. If we see the detail actually on the lighting and the chair and the table, they are all from used material, but look very nice because design involvement. This is the entrance and ready to, as the Balinese believes that before we start something, we should have ceremony. And this is the ceremony for that, In Bali, we call it melaspas. This is the entrance. And this is the activation, how soon after that, this is used by so many people, so many community, different community, music, IT, activists, designer, architect, and they are, they are trying to use this and contribute things to the future of the space.
Excuse me, we have.
And in the first 3 or 4 months, okay, only 1 minute, and this is maybe last 4 pictures. So many shooting there, from magazine, national TV, including international TV. This exposure actually by themselves, they are coming and they are asking permission to have something there, the shooting. So with this, we're trying to demonstrate. This is also the Russian community. They use the space. They invite so many people there. We use plaza for music activities like this. This is when we have like bazaar. Oops. In this, we highlight that things that very important for creativity is how we understand, how we contribute that in the situation. That is why in here we try to approach the terms of volunteering become partnership, because volunteering is just dedication, just giving, which partnership is more they who involved in the development can also have both tangible and intangible benefit. They can have share in some of commercial facilities, and they can use also the facilities. And now we have lots of projects like this. Of course, not the same, because the time is finished. Maybe I can share that by email, because this is interesting for us, how we value creativity and design. Thank you, and see you in Bali.